Hi people, welcome to Chess 24/7 and you're encountering the Blitz video, Chess Blitz video, and I'm playing with white pieces. And let's go with d4. And we have g6. This is the modern defense. So I'll play c4, getting more space on the queen side. Okay, I'll also develop my other piece, and this might turn out to be King's Indian defense if he plays his knight to f3, but he plays e6. e6 might be played to facilitate d5, but I'll grab some more space in the center. Knight to e7. Okay, let's go for some more development. Castle, and now I might even play e5, closing this diagonal for a bit. d6, striking at my center directly, but let's see if he takes it, I leave my pawn here. He takes it, I take it. Then he has to give up his bishop in order to recapture that pawn, and that might create some weakness in black's king side. So I'll just leave it here and I'll develop. Knight to e7. Okay, I'll just castle. c6, and my opponent is being quite passive, and b4 looks really tempting, gaining some space. And why not play b4? And now we have c5, but I can capture this pawn, and now I can advance because my pawn is defended. And now I have a very beautiful center, but now my d5 pawn is hit thrice and it is protected once, but I can save it. This is the panacea of the situation. It is protecting the pawn thrice, but I am afraid of the move f5, and here it comes. But before that, let me just push my pawn deep down in black's territory. The position looks quite open, but I'll still grab this knight because I have much better pawn duo here. And now I'll develop my other bishop to g5, attacking the queen with tempo and developing. Okay, so I'll play queen to d2, covering my bishop, and this bishop is acting really beautifully because it is having a close look on the d8 square, which is the queening square for the d6 pawn, so he cannot bring his rooks to attack my pawn. So this is a very nice bishop. Okay, knight to d5, but I can take the knight. He takes the knight with the pawn, I take the pawn with my queen with check. And maybe this knight is placed to d5 so to block the file, but I won't let that thing happen. I want to open this file. And he wants to go for queen trade, but I'll not go for queen trade because I have much better prospectus in the game. And my f1 rook is hit. I'll place it to d1. Okay, so my queen is hit. Should I now go for queen exchange because I have this pass pawn, or should I think I'll retreat my queen back to e3. Okay, so my opponent has bishop pair, which is advantageous, but I think I have another bishop to cover up that problem, so I can cover that problem up. But since my opponent has a white bishop to counteract, I think I can place my pieces on dark squares, and I'll begin it by placing my rook on d4, trying to doubling the rooks. But since this rook is on the diagonal of my opponent's bishops on g7, so I have to be a bit cautious about this. And e6 is coming any moment, hitting the queen maybe. Yeah, this looks much better. h6. Okay, let's take the pawn. Okay, but I have to defend this back rank checkmate issue, so let's just play h3 to avoid any back rank checkmate. Okay, this is just bad. I can give him a fork. Okay, so my opponent resigned. Good game, good game. So let's revert. Okay, so we have d4, g6, modern defense. And by that term modern defense is any opening that does not attack the center directly, but it influences the center by the pieces. So c4, bishop g7, knight c3, e6, e4, knight e7. I think this is a very passive square for a knight. He should be placed on his original square, but now he has lost the chance, because if he plays his knight to f6, I can play e5, dislodging the knight. Castle, e5, d6, bishop. I think I should have captured that pawn, but that's okay. Knight d7, castle, c6, and I don't see any reason to play this move. He should be developing his bishop, which is quite locked up. And b4 was played to gain some space. c5, attacking the center, and I think after this move he should have taken my bishop, because after this I just have this dominant pawn duo, and this bishop was acting really beautifully on this diagonal. And I don't see any reason to play h6, losing another pawn. And this was just bad. So yeah, pretty good game. Yeah, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, see you in my next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, ta-da.